Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. New York. It's the skyline you know by heart, even if you've never been here. The energy is relentless and the hustle unforgiving. And yet, for more than 2 centuries, people from every corner of the globe have come here, to the so-called city of opportunity, hoping to make something of themselves. Today, New York City is the epicenter of ambition, entertainment, money, and madness. But how did it get this way? Who laid the bricks? Who wrote the rules? Who carved the myth of this city into something real? And is there still room for the next wave of dreamers and doers? I'm in the southern tip of Manhattan Island. This is called Battery Park, and it was here that New York City really had its beginnings. So you had the Dutch who arrived here in 1624. They decided to settle here and put a trading post right by the Hudson River, which of course was a really strategic decision because they needed the river in order to trade goods with Europe, also with the Native Americans that were here at the time, and they called it New Amsterdam. The thing that was traded the most at the time when they arrived was fur, especially from the beaver, because that population was in abundance. So this is really where it all began for the city, and today this whole area in Lower Manhattan is the financial district. So you've got famous Wall Street, for example. The British then took control of New Amsterdam in 1664 and they renamed it New York after the Duke of York. So it's pretty cool to just be here and know that this was where it all started. It's kind of crazy today when you see how built up it is and all of these high-rise buildings in the financial district. You just think back to those times where it was all just land and a quiet trading post. From its very beginnings as a Dutch settlement, New York City was always about making money, and today it's the financial capital of the world. You've got all the financial institutions here, including the New York Stock Exchange, and really it was the Dutch that kind of pioneered the modern stock trading that we know today. It was the Dutch West India Company that came out with its first initial public offering in 1602. So they were very much capitalists, and that whole capitalist model has been around in New York City from the times of the Dutch settlers. Today, all finance professionals from around the world come here to work in some of these top institutions, and it literally is, for them, a dream. Are you girls from New York City?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from New Jersey.
Okay, cool. And do you guys work in finance?
Yes.
You do?
For the stock exchange, we're all interns for the brokers there, so yeah, we basically do that.
Oh wow, okay. I know there's a lot of people that kind of think about New York and like the finance world and Wall Street, and it's like the dream. How is it for you, like actually living that in reality? Is it the dream?
I could answer that because like my goal this year and last year was like get an internship in the city, so it kind of is the dream. And like commuting, it's long, but it's fun. And when I get to the city, it's like a whole new world from where I live. So yeah, I would say definitely was my dream and accomplished it.
Yeah. Do you feel like New York City is still the city of opportunities where you can really kind of come here and make something of yourself and be successful?
I think so. Yeah, you have to work really hard because there is so much competition. But if you want something, it's definitely here. Like if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be here.
Yeah.
There's like so many different things, like obviously like finance, like the world of finance, East Coast is in New York, but there's so many other industries that have like a strong presence here. So it's like a melting pot of various different things that like have prominence over here.
Yeah. And a melting pot of people, right? Because people come here from all over the world to kind of, make it big, I guess. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's very nice to meet you. New York City played a crucial role in the American Revolution, serving as a battleground, a strategic port, and a center of political resistance for several influential groups, including the Sons of Liberty. Upon gaining independence in 1776, it was here in New York City that the first president of the United States of America, George Washington, was inaugurated at Federal Hall. and the city served as the nation's capital from 1785 to 1790. Post-American Revolutionary War, New York City needed to invest and it needed to rebuild. America needed people and it needed labor. And that's where the European immigrants were very crucial. They pretty much set off what was to become the biggest immigration of people from one continent to another. A lot of them coming from Italy, Ireland, Eastern Europe and Germany, and fleeing things like persecution, poverty, famine and political instabilities in their home countries. So they were really arriving here with their hopes and dreams of starting over in an unknown land. So when they would come in after weeks sometimes on boats in terrible conditions, they'd enter New York Harbor and they'd see the Statue of Liberty, the sort of symbol of hope and welcome, and then they would be processed at Ellis Island where the immigration officers were at the time. So by 1900, you had around 3.5 million immigrants already in New York City. The Irish were the first large group of immigrants to arrive on New York City's shores in the mid-1800s, after a devastating potato famine in their homeland forced them to flee in desperate search of opportunities. New York was expanding rapidly at that stage, growing in population, and the Irish flocked into the building industry. An 1855 census estimated that the population of Manhattan, which was then the core of New York, was over 25% Irish-born. This is Brooklyn Bridge, which is probably the most iconic bridge in all of New York City. It was built in 1883 to connect the borough of Manhattan to Brooklyn, and at the time it was very revolutionary in terms of technology. It's a cable suspension bridge made largely of stone and steel. New York City today, the cityscape and the skyline as we know it, has a lot to do with the original European immigrants that came here, like the Irish and the Italians, because they were used as laborers to build a lot of these bridges like Brooklyn Bridge and a lot of these iconic landmarks like the Empire State Building and the Rockefeller Plaza. So it really was a city built by those immigrants, and it just shows off how impressive the New York City skyline is. This is the beautiful Central Park in the middle of Manhattan Island. It's absolutely huge. It's something like nearly 900 acres of just amazing greenery, and it was actually built in 1858 because at that point the city of New York had become so urbanized and there was a lot of kind of overcrowding and very unsanitary conditions around the city, so they really needed a sort of recreational space where residents could kind of escape and feel like they were in nature, and so they built Central Park. It's all man-made, and a lot of immigrants who came here were involved in building this park. It's very much an urban oasis, and there's so much greenery, fountains, lakes. So today it still serves as a recreational space where locals, New Yorkers and visitors come to just chill out and just soak in the nature. New York City is a city of hustle. It seems like everybody has a creative project going on, and if you don't have a website in 2025, then you really need to create one. I have got an amazing 10% off Squarespace to offer you in this video, and they are an online website design service. So they've got lots of beautiful ready-made website templates for you to pick from. So whether you run a blog or you sell products or services and you're looking for an e-shop template, they have all sorts of templates for all sorts of business ventures and personal hobbies. They've also got an amazing AI technology tool which you can leverage to help you create your website. So even if you have no prior knowledge building one, it kind of works like ChatGPT, and it makes it very easy to come up with things like a professional bio for your website. They've got things like drag and drop technology. You can literally drag your photos into the website templates. You can pick your font and color aesthetic. It's super simple. Once you have your website up and running, they then have incredible tools like analytics tools which allow you to see how your website is performing, where the traffic is coming from, to see if you need to switch up your strategy. I love the website I created with Squarespace. I went for a very minimal aesthetic, and for me, it was important to have things like a contact form so that clients could get in touch for potential business inquiries and sponsorship opportunities. So get started building your website today. You just need to head to squarespace.com/MeliniAngelica. Once you're happy with your beautiful looking website, you can get 10% off using my code MeliniAngelica when you enter it at the final stage of checkout. So have fun building your amazing website. McSorley's in Manhattan's East Village is New York's oldest alehouse. Opened in 1855 by Irish immigrant John McSorley, who fled the potato blight. He called it the old house at home, still serving up only pale or dark ale in its sawdust-strewn floors. You're the son of the owner.
Born and raised here. I'm a grandson.
You're the grandson, okay, yeah. So it was your grandfather.
That's all, not too crazy.
Immigrated from Ireland. And what did the Irish really contribute to build to New York?
Well, we definitely got this.
Yes, the pub.
Kept this going all these years.
A lot of the taverns.
They did a lot of construction. They did a lot of building around the city.
Yeah.
They did the railroads too.
The railroad. And now, do you feel connected to the Irish culture now that you're several generations along?
I think so.
You do?
Yeah.
In what way are you kind of still connected to it?
Whole family still got brogues. I go back and visit.
You go back and visit Ireland? You've even got a little Irish twang going on.
Born and raised with the accents. I got a little bit of it.
Yeah, but do you feel kind of American? Do you feel Irish? Do you feel Irish-American?
No, I'm American.
You're American?
Yeah.
Through and through? Loads of different groups of immigrants came here. The Irish, the Italian, everyone's from a different place, even today. But what is it that unites all New Yorkers? Like you? Born and bred New Yorkers.
I'm born and raised in Queens. It's the most diverse place in the world. That's just where we are. It's just part of being here. We're just surrounded by everybody. All the foods, all the acts, everything.
So the diversity.
Yeah. It's just what this place is.
And what does everyone want from New York?
Better life, I guess.
Better life, even now.
Yeah.
Still the city for that, would you say?
It's the best city in the world, I gotta say. I can't leave, I won't leave. I'm staying right here.
Yeah? Irish?
Yes.
Real Irish?
Born and bred, Dublin, yeah.
Can we have a nice greeting in Irish?
Yeah.
Top of the day to you? Is that what
We
they
just
say?
say, how's it going? How's it going?
In the 1900s, New York City welcomed a wave of Southern Italian immigrants who were fleeing poverty in their homeland and sought refuge in a city that was industrializing rapidly and needed immigrants to help fuel its growth. Nearly 4 million Italians arrived in the United States during this period, with many settling in New York City and taking up dangerous jobs as urban laborers, including work on the subway, which opened in 1904. Connecting 4 of the city's boroughs. Today, Italian culture is a staple of American life, but there are still pockets of the city which maintain the Italian language, culture, and traditions. This is Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, and this was a very strong Italian-American neighborhood. Now it's got a lot more of a mix, people from everywhere, but when you come here, you're still going to see a lot of the original Italian restaurants, mum and pop shops run by Italian-Americans, delis. So it's pretty cool because you do get that feeling of that kind of Italian-American culture, which is obviously so integral to New York City. Where in Italy are you from?
Napoli.
Napoli, I love Napoli.
Yeah. Why don't you go live there?
It's like the best place in Italy is Napoli.
Yeah, I know.
How old were you when you came here?
28.
28.
Now I'm 83.
Wow. Why did you leave Napoli and come here?
I told you, because work over there like other people from all around the world, They come in America because they want to work for living.
How was it when you came here in the 69? How was it?
Oh, it was beautiful, believe me, because all around of here, to Tremont, was all Italian people that time.
So here there used to be a very big Italian.
Oh, there was a lot of people. A lot of
Really?
Maybe,
All Italians.
It was almost about 500,000 people. In the Bronx.
What happened to everyone? What happened to all the Italian people? Where did they go?
The people died too. The life is
But they have children and
Well, the children, they don't say they go someplace.
they go someplace. I guess the children now of the original Italian immigrants are now so many generations
Right.
along. Do you have children?
Yeah, I
Do
would
they
think.
speak Italian?
Sure they do.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And what about their children? Do they have children?
No,
No.
forget about it.
No, they don't speak Italian.
No.
Your grandchildren.
No.
That's what I mean. So they sort of, as the generations go
Yeah, but you
on.
can pretend because all right, I come from Italy. I teach my kids. And my kids, they can teach their kids.
Yeah.
It's a different now.
But now a lot of people, did a lot of Italians maybe move to the suburbs, big house
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
white?
my child, they have a big house.
Oh yeah?
Sure.
So,
One live in Jersey, another one live in Long Island, another one live
Very
in Connecticut.
okay, yeah.
I'm alone now.
What's the difference, I guess, between being an Italian in Italy and Italian in America?
Well, it's a different life over here, different life over there. You understand? We can compete because the people over there they enjoy the life every day. Over here, you come in America just for working, work always.
You work hard,
Right.
yeah. What are your names?
Salvatore Natale.
Salvatore.
We are
Giuseppina.
immigrant from Sicily.
Ah, Sicilia.
Sicilia,
I
bella.
love
Bella
Sicilia,
Sicilia.
bella
Tu
Sicilia.
parlate italiano?
Parla un poco
Un po',
italiano.
yeah.
And this is the pizza is Sicilian.
Old-fashioned mom and pop pizzeria.
Old fashioned.
Like the old-fashioned old mama used to make a bread. The kids will try.
Wow. And how long have you had the restaurant?
This
40 years?
1985.
Wow.
Yeah. We're gonna make a pizza
Oh
together.
yeah, let's do it. Yes. Wow, this is the pizza
We're
dough.
gonna make a little one with the flour.
The flour.
Flour.
Okay.
So now
Wow.
we're gonna stretch like this, like this. So have a little fun.
Have a little what?
Fun.
Fun.
Yeah, you can sing a little bit. Hee-haw. When it moves, it's so right, like the big pizza pie. That's amore. That's it. Yes, over here.
Very.
Okay, Melina, go like this.
No, I can't do that.
Yes. you
No,
don't-
no, no.
Don't exist.
I can't do it.
Listen, over here don't exist the word.
Show
can. Okay, like this. Get the feeling.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
get the feeling. See, beautiful. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's all. You over there.
Here?
Yeah. Oh, I got nice.
Wow,
Stay.
okay.
Don't go nowhere.
Ooh.
See, tomato.
Tomato.
Melina, go like this. Don't let it go over.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Look at that.
You got that? Both hands. Both hands.
Both hands.
Yeah,
both hands. Yes?
Yes, doing great. You got it. All right, beautiful. All right, now we put it here.
Oh, that's your pizza oven. What year did you come to New York?
New York is 67.
You came in 67?
1967.
Oh, wow. And you guys, you brought the pizza.
Napolitani,
Napolitani. And the Sicilian.
Sicilian. Sicilian. Hey! What's the matter with you?
Italia is not.
The reason that this is great success and everything is this beautiful woman.
No. This smells divine. And I'm so curious to know what it's like compared to pizza from Italy. That is delicious. Italian American pizza pie. Interesting that you guys call it a pie. A pie in England is like it's got like it's like a pastry, and then inside you have maybe like meat or chicken or something. So, and then to call a pizza pie is very interesting. Yeah. Do you come here often?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yes. Good pizza.
Huxley Enterprise, I want to serenade this beautiful brunette. Hey!
Have you got Jewish heritage?
Yes, we're from Belarus, from Minsk and Pinsk. Your ancestors were from Romania, right?
From Germany and Latvia.
Latvia, right? And when did they come over roughly?
Right around the war. Or they escaped.
No, mine came over in 1898, and then they came over around 1910, 1911.
Okay. So you're a few generations in now.
I'm a second generation.
Second generation.
Right.
My parents came here when Hitler was invading Europe. They came to America, and then they met here, and here I am.
So my grandfather came from Belarus, and they left Russia because of what they called the pogroms. They walked to Sweden. Sweden was the closest place. They went to Stockholm, and then there were 11 brothers. 10 of them came to the United States.
Wow. Because obviously now you're like second generation, for example. Do you have any connection to that original kind of immigrant generation that came here from Eastern Europe
Not
and
really.
built up New York City?
Our parents.
So you guys now, you feel very American.
Yes.
Do you still feel like New York City is a city of opportunity, just like your great-grandfather, your parents came here?
It's still a city of opportunity.
Yes, a great city still. And
For people from everywhere?
It's more diverse.
Yeah, it's much more diverse.
Is that the story of New York City, would you say? Like
Yes.
groups
Well,
come?
no, it's the United States. We're a melting pot of the world.
Yes.
So New
But-
York's kind of like a microcosm of
Exactly.
greater America, really.
Encompasses all.
A significant wave of Eastern European Jews arrived in New York City between 1881 and 1924, with many taking up work in the garment industry. They quickly established synagogues, mutual aid societies, libraries and stores. Every major institution, from the bank to the grocery store to the neighborhood bootmaker, was Jewish-owned or Jewish-run. The Williamsburg neighborhood in Brooklyn is home to a large Orthodox, including Hasidic, Jewish community.
I recommend something special.
Something special, okay.
People from far away come for this. Crunchy fried lox. If you want, you can give
Which
me
bagel is a good bagel? Maybe the multi-seed?
You like salmon?
Smoked salmon?
Yes.
I love smoked salmon, yes.
Cheese?
Cream cheese?
On the grill?
On the grill. Oh, I love it. Oh.
If it's no good, you come back, I'll give you back your money. We have no competition in this.
No?
No.
Are you the best in this?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Have you always lived here in this neighborhood?
Yeah.
And is it largely a Jewish community?
A very extreme religious Jewish community.
Like Orthodox?
Orthodox, yes.
From all from Israel or from like Eastern
Israel,
Europe?
Eastern Europe, from Poland, all over.
Has it changed at all, Williamsburg? It's got very trendy.
Very expensive to live today.
Very expensive to live today.
Expensive because a lot of people, so not in the Jewish crowd, come because it's near Manhattan.
Because it's near Manhattan.
Yeah.
But that's sad because, you know, the
Very sad,
the Jewish
because
community
they
will...
don't have money. Usually they don't have money to pay.
Oh, really?
So that's why we go outside, upstate.
Yeah. Well, it kind of displaces the community.
You want a bag or
Thank you.
this?
I'm going to try right here.
If it's no good, spill it out.
It's very good. You are the bagel master.
I'm the king of the bagels.
You are the king of the bagels. It's really good. Harlem in the 1920s became a cultural haven for the emerging identity of the Black American. During the Great Migration, Black Americans fled the oppressive grip of Jim Crow laws in the South, seeking a future where they could shape their own destinies. They pursued the freedom to express themselves, to embrace their Black identity, and simply to exist without constraint. Their presence ignited the Harlem Renaissance, a vibrant movement that transformed the neighborhood into a hub of Black creativity, music, literature, art, and cuisine. So you're from Harlem?
Yes.
Always lived here?
Yes.
Born and bred New Yorker?
Born and bred New Yorker.
Okay, and can I just ask a little bit about your descendancy, or like your parents, your grandparents?
They're from the South. They migrated to the North and...
During the Great Migration of the South?
Exactly.
Ah. What do you think, like, the Black Americans, especially during that Great Migration, kind of brought to New York at the time? Because New York was sort of still being developed and built.
That's exactly what they brought. Development and building things and making this society what it is today, even though we don't get the benefits of it, but that's what it is.
Well, your
What's
parent,
your name?
Mellini. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike, nice to meet
They
you.
call me Glass Man Mike. I sell glass in Harlem.
Glass Man
Glass
Mike.
Man
Glass.
Mike.
Okay, I'm trying to do it in an American accent. Did your parents, if they came from the South, did they ever have any sort of like participation in the Harlem Renaissance or in the jazz or creative worlds?
Not really. They were just trying to survive and bring up their children.
Yeah, so it's just about kind of working hard, coming here for the economic opportunities. That's what a lot of people do.
Exactly, that's what we do.
And do you think that New York is still that place of opportunity?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah. If you can't make it in New York, you can't make it anywhere.
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Have a good one.
Nice to meet you. As Black Americans left behind loved ones in the South, they took with them pieces of home. They brought with them memories, traditions, and skills that would go on to shape new communities and businesses.
Welcome! Welcome to Charles' Pan Fried Chicken!
Charles's Pan Fried Chicken is the brainchild of Harlem legend Charles Gabriel, a James Beard-nominated chef and a direct migrant from the South, whose chicken is still fried in the old cast iron pans that Charles had made for him in a steel plant from the South. You recommend it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
The skin is like so crispy and the chicken is really juicy. I love how crispy the skin is.
Yeah, the crust, yeah.
I just love it. I love how crispy it is.
That's the benefit of a cast iron skillet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what it does?
That's what it does.
Amazing. Do they have good fried chicken in Missouri?
There's a couple places.
Yeah?
My kitchen for starters.
Oh! Mac and cheese is the perfect side. Amazing. So tasty. The deep southern roots that Black Americans brought with them in the Great Migration laid the foundation for New York's distinctive music culture, where jazz and its NYC offshoot bebop emerged as prominent genres, capturing the struggles and triumphs of the era. This rich Black American creativity still thrives today in New York's speakeasies and cocktail lounges, living echoes of a revolutionary era. What does jazz mean to the history of New York?
That's a lot of question. I don't know, when I think of jazz, I think of like Harlem. I think of like Malcolm X. I think about just like a place for people to congregate that didn't have a place to congregate. Just a place of expression.
Do you feel connected to the music?
Oh yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of, like, it all has like a domino effect, like from blues to jazz to funk to disco to soul to rap. So they just, I love all different genres.
Do you feel like it's all kind of rooted in African American or Black American history?
Yeah, 100%.
And culture?
100%. It all influences each other. It wouldn't be now without them.
Yeah, very interesting. In 1898, Puerto Rico became a US colony after the United States' victory in the Spanish-American War. What followed was an unjust treatment of the island, with US businessmen trying to reform the economy to the benefit of US businesses, and an attempt to assimilate Puerto Ricans without granting them citizenship rights. It wasn't until 1917 that Puerto Ricans would finally gain citizenship, with many using this newfound status to migrate to the US in search of economic opportunities. East Harlem, also referred to as Spanish Harlem, was one area heavily populated by this new wave of immigrants. And today, there are more Puerto Ricans living in mainland US than there are on the island itself.
What's it like, living in New York?
Living in New York, I love New York.
Yeah?
Yes.
As a Puerto Rican?
As a Puerto Rican, I raised 5 kids by myself.
Wow, 5 kids by yourself.
That's my youngest boy. I came to New York City when I was 11 years old.
11 years old. So your parents came here?
My parents came here.
There's a big Puerto Rican community in New York, right?
We got
They make up a big
over 2
percentage.
million people.
Wow.
Puerto Ricans in New York City.
Yeah.
The whole entire New York.
Yeah.
When I came here, I started working in the market, when the market used to be market. And making $5 a day, that was a lot of money at that time. My rent was only $47. My mother used to pay $25 rent.
Really?
4 bedroom. Now you can get those.
You can't, yeah. What do you think about today? Do you still think that New York is like the city of opportunity?
Yes, it does.
For everybody?
New York is the best.
From everybody? For everybody?
For everybody.
From all backgrounds?
For everybody.
From all backgrounds?
No matter where they come from.
You think if you work, what's like the recipe to being successful in New York City?
You have to educate yourself, stay in school, get a new education, and get a good job. Yeah?
It was so nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Thank you
guys,
so much.
likewise,
Very
you guys.
interesting.
Say hello
Enjoy your
to
stay.
London for me.
Yes, I
right?
will.
Man, listen,
I
I
can't
wish you guys
wait.
could have been here for next
Can't
week.
wait to go back to Europe,
Thank you.
Take care, right?
Bye.
Take care.
Bye. East Harlem still has some amazing old-school New York Puerto Rican joints, like Lechonera La Isla, which serves up all manner of tasty pork offerings. There's perfectly seasoned roast pork, or lechon, and my favourite, chicharron, deep-fried pork belly, all served up with some good old-fashioned sides of yellow rice, beans, and garlic sauce. That's to die for. Chicharron's my favourite.
That's my favorite.
I miss it.
Exactly with that, with the arroz con gandules. Even the dog eats here.
Oh yeah, I bet she loves chicharron.
She gets her chicken from here.
Are you guys from Puerto Rico?
Huh?
Originally?
Yes.
Puerto Rican, yes.
Wow, born and raised in this neighborhood.
Born and raised in this
I live
neighborhood.
right up the corner and she lives in Wagner.
Ah, so your friends?
Oh, my mom.
Oh, your mom!
They
She
were
looks so
ladies.
great for her age.
They were
Look how
ladies.
young she is.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
God bless you. Enjoy your food.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Enjoy.
Nice to meet you. That's seriously amazing. Makes me miss Puerto Rico so much. TOñITAS in Brooklyn's Williamsburg neighborhood is a home away from home for Puerto Ricans and many Latinos in New York City. Opened 50 years ago by legendary Puerto Rican owner TOñITA, she's declined offers of up to $9 million to sell what is now prime real estate, as she maintains that this will be a safe haven for Latinos in the city for as long as God wants. It's like stepping into a combination of a little beach shack in Puerto Rico, your grandmother's living room, and your favorite local dive bar all combined into one. Well, it really feels like I found Puerto Rico here in Brooklyn, New York City. This bar is amazing. Pretty much transports you to Puerto Rico.
Eso es normal, baby, tú no te vienes. Le gusta que le peine. Así, así, soy un chacalito. Ella sabe lo que tiene, pero ama lo que viene, nene. Pero ama lo que viene, nene. Baby girl, me siento bien fresco. Hace mucho tiempo que no para
Are you from Puerto Rico?
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
Are you living? You
I live here in New York.
I bet you're New York. You New Rican?
I'm a New York Rican, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican, and I met my people.
Did your parents come here to New York?
Yeah. My mother's Puerto Rican, my father's Dominican. My mother came out here when she was, I think, 17.
17?
They both passed away already. I'm saying that's my mother, my father right there. They both passed away already. My mother was here at 17. My father was here. My father was here when he told me he came out here when he was 13 years old. He's Dominican, my father.
What's it like being Puerto Rican in New York?
Beautiful. You gotta understand, we Puerto Ricans, we started the community. We bring the Dominicans in, we bring in the Colombians.
You kind of opened the door.
We opened the door. We opened doors for
the Latino community.
For all the Latino community, we opened doors. Puerto Ricans the first over there, and you gotta see that. You gotta rep that.
You're here on holiday?
No, we live here.
Oh, you live here?
Yeah.
You live here. How long have you been living here?
6 years.
Huh?
6 years.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you feel like New York City is a place where you can come as somebody from abroad and there's like opportunities here still?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's definitely like a lot that you can do. I feel like you can do anything here. Yeah, I'm a photographer, that's why I moved here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, trying to get some more opportunities, but yeah, I feel like we immigrated from Venezuela, so we...
you feel like you can be here and there's so many different people here from everywhere.
Yeah, exactly that. This is like the perfect example, like this place, like this is like Puerto Rico, like Venezuela, everywhere right now.
Yeah, very representative of New York, right? This is so random. This is the borough of Queens, and it's the most diverse borough in New York City. It's home to communities of Indians, Koreans, Filipinos, Hispanic and Latino communities. Over 130 languages are spoken here. I'm in Jackson Heights at the moment, so there's a very big Indian, Bangladeshi, Nepalese community here, which means that you get some of the most amazing food in New York City right here in Jackson Heights. So I'm going to check out some of the local cuisine. Have you eaten here before?
Yeah.
Is it good?
First time. Really good, yeah.
Yes?
Really good, yeah.
Ah. Are you background Bangladeshi?
No. Indian.
Indian, okay.
Yeah. These two were born here. My sister and I moved when we were younger.
Yes, yes. Do you feel American?
Do I feel American?
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Does this political party makes me feel welcome? I don't know, but I feel I'm American.
Yeah. The States are so unique because you've had so many different groups
exactly.
of immigrants that have come over the centuries.
Exactly.
What unites everyone here?
I mean, America is a land of immigration, right? Just the diversity of it all, like the food. You know, food speaks so many languages, and to go explore different parts of the country, to go explore different foods and what people eat and what binds them together.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the beauty is of this country. But
yeah. Well, thank you so much. It's so interesting talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So, what is a fuchka?
Yeah, fuchka is Bangladeshi similar. It's like that Bangladeshi street food. Inside chickpeas, onion, cucumber, and topped and boiled satay.
Wow.
That is tamarind water.
Oh, tamarind water. Thank you so much. Wow, this looks delicious. I'm going to do what he said and pour a bit of the tamarind sauce on the little puris. Mmm. That's delicious. It's got some boiled egg inside, chickpeas. Oh, and I love the spice and the little bits of onion. Mmm. What an amazing street food snack. It's delicious. New York City is more than a place. It's a living symbol of ambition, resilience, and reinvention. Shaped by generations of immigrants chasing the American dream, it embodies the spirit of capitalism and the hustle culture that drives a global economic powerhouse. From its origins as a Native American trading post to its skyline of opportunity today, New York City is always evolving. And for those who've come here from every corner of the world, it's not just a city, it's a home, a challenge, and a chance to become part of something much bigger. The story of New York City is far from over, and new arrivals will continue to write its history and develop its culture for decades to come.